sis?
What's good?
We are back. Oh my God, it's been a long time.
It has. We're back for another episode.
Episode what, 5?
I think it is 5.
It's
5 or
episode
6.
5. It's been so much going on. Like, it's the new year. Happy New Year.
Literally. But we're in February and it feels like we're in November.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Even though we're shooting on Valentine's Day, you guys won't get this till a couple of days later. But happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there.
Period.
To the single people out there, don't be sad. It's okay.
Ain't nobody sad. It's another day.
It's just another day. It's just another day. And for you couples out there, happy Valentine's Day, because every day should be Valentine's Day. So, that's what's up. So let's get into it, because it's been a while.
So I just want to hop right into it. Let's Gorilla Glue. Miss Gorilla Glue. The
Gorilla Glue girl. Okay, so what's the background on this girl?
Okay, so she came on, she said, so people are upset because they think that some people think that she did it for clout. I personally think she just had a lapse of judgment and she was like rushing, trying to get out the door. And so I could see where Gorilla Snot and Gorilla Glue, she'd be like, oh, it'll just be okay. Let me lay it down and I can wash it when I get out. Like, when you're thinking about it, it's like, that's not very smart. But I've had lapse of judgment where I'm like, I'm rushing, so let me just do it. It'll be okay. And I don't think it all the way through.
What is Gorilla Snot?
So Gorilla Snot is a gel that you put in your hair to like lay it down to get a smooth, to get that smooth ponytail look. And she used Gorilla Glue. So there's Gorilla Snot gel, and then there's Gorilla Glue.
Oh, so Gorilla Glue is for like...
Gorilla Glue is for industrial, like gluing things together that have been broken. But let me say, and her name is Terica Brown, I believe. Tessica Brown. Honey, that hair was laid. I just want to let you know that ponytail was... I'm talking about, swoop, that thing was laid, baby. But I do feel bad for her. I feel bad for her because people are like really running her through the ringer. She's not, according to her, she's not suing Gorilla Glue Company. That was a false claim. She's not doing that.
She did that.
Well, see, that's the thing. Somebody made a story about it. And so because they put it out there and she's not saying anything, people are running with it. And that's why people are like, oh, you have your 15 minutes, like sit down. Why are you going to sue them for something that you did? But that's not true. She's not suing anybody. She literally went to the internet because she was like, my hair is stuck and I need help. So her hair was stuck. She needed help. She started a GoFundMe, which was only for $1,500 for wigs, which I think makes sense because in a situation like that, I'm thinking I'm going to have to shave all my hair off.
Right. That's something, that's why this went on for like a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, I think at least 2 weeks because she was so she went to the hospital. They gave her acetone and like sterile water and it didn't work. So shout out Black History Month, an actual plastic surgeon chemist. I do not know his name. I'm going to look it up. He actually flew her out to LA. He did a concoction of acetone and oils and water. It was a 4-hour procedure and her hair is free. And she said she can't put anything on her hair or like braid it up or anything for 6 weeks. She's almost hit 1 million followers. Last time I checked, she had over 20K in her GoFundMe. She's selling sweatshirts and T-shirts, what I think is smart because people are going to sell it anyway, so why wouldn't you profit off of your face and your agony? Because I'm pretty sure having your hair super glued to your head is not a good look.
I just would have shaved it off.
But they said she couldn't. They said it was literally like hair on skin. If she would have shaved it, she would have been shaving her skin. I know that's so terrible, but I'm just like, give the lady her money, give her 15 minutes of fame. Oh. Okay, so then, hold on, I have to add this. So then a gentleman, I do not know where he's from, I saw him in the shave room, he did not believe that Gorilla Glue was that strong. So he decided to pour Gorilla Glue in a cup and then drink it like you are now. Needless to say, his lip got stuck to the cup, and they said that he will probably lose part of his lip. It's not. I mean, it is because I feel like I do feel like he did that for clout, like to see if he can make the money off of it. But to risk your lips, sir, it's never that deep. It's never that deep.
So he drank Gorilla Glue.
He sipped. Well, I don't know if he got it down his throat because as soon as they said clank clank, them lips go. Them lips glued shut, honey. I don't know what he got down there, but he not gonna do that again. Let me tell you that. And she also, so TMZ interviewed her at the airport last thing, and she was just saying that I do not condone people doing that. It was not fun. You know, she did not do it on purpose. She did not do it for clout. Sis got her bag. She got her followers, and yeah.
Okay.
Toss her $20 if you feel like it. It is. I mean,
I guess she wanted her hair laid.
I mean, look, listen. You could. People are scamming. You guys donated. What do you want?
It's not that serious to me.
It's not. Moving on.
Moving on.
What's next?
Let's talk about Portia. Since it's Valentine's Day, y'all should be open and busting it. Bust it. Bust it. Bust it. Look. So let's talk about Portia Williams from The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
What she do?
Sis said that she just lays there and just cock her leg open. And she said she's lazy in the bedroom. And she said she has no complaints. She has already been married. And she has a child. You think there's something wrong with that, sis?
So, at first I was like, what? You just lay there? I'm like, But then I went in the comments and people was like, well, that nigga gonna cheat anyway. I'm like, oh, sure enough, you right. It's a lady. Because I'm not about to pop, lock, drop it, suck it, cock it. And then you go have me looking stupid. No, ma'am, I'm gonna lift this. I'm like, you want the left leg or you want the right leg?
So you rather like, okay, so he has a chance. He gonna cheat either way.
I know
that's busting it.
Right.
Or if you just popping one leg over.
Listen,
he has a potential to cheat no matter what.
That man gonna do what he wants to do. And since I feel like if you're not married, then, well, I can't say that.
I mean, what if you even try to get a man? Because you know, if you really when you really like somebody, you be pulling out all the tricks.
Down.
You be pulling out all the tricks.
I'm gonna put my elbow in.
You pulling out all the tricks,
all
right?
All the stops.
You do.
Well, it depends. You're right. Okay, so the way that I work though, even if I do like you, it's still levels. Like I ain't gonna be swinging from the chandelier.
Right. I mean.
Well, if you get some Patron. Well, is it Hennessy?
No.
Okay. Okay, if it's not Hennessy, then I'm probably not gonna be swinging from the chandeliers. But
it's
you know
tequila for me. But. Okay, so you meet a guy.
Right.
You like him. Don't you want to impress him a little bit? Because, like, you just laying there. Like, I just feel like it's like, like, don't you want to do some tricks, turn around, bust it open, do a little dance, do a little twerk, do a little squirt, like something.
But then what if you do all that and he don't call you the next day?
Then you had a good time.
Oh, that's true, but you don't feel a little like, nigga, you ain't called me after I laid it down?
But you don't do this on the first date, though.
That is...
like you said, it's levels to this.
It is
levels to
that's
it.
True. That's
true.
So
you see potential in this guy.
So you just give him a little... I'm going to give him a little taste.
You got to give him a little taste.
I'm going to give him a little taste.
You got to give him... Because, I mean, when you give him a little taste of what he going... If you really giving him a little something, and it's good, he not going to go nowhere else.
Okay, we'll go with that. I disagree, but... Because he gonna do what he wanna do. Because if you give him a little piece, he can go over here, get a little piece. Sis over here gonna give him 2 pieces. Mama down the street gonna give him 5 pieces. But I mean, I don't wanna sound like a hater. So yeah, Miss Portia. I don't know. I mean, as she said, she ain't had no trouble. So
she said she ain't having no complaints. So
and that ring was
going with that.
And that ring was blanging.
And so, she was married to a NFL football player.
She was. Cordell.
Mm-hmm. And now...
Oh, was it Cordell? I think it was. He had a little... Because they said he was a little...
They said he was a little...
Yeah.
Been of the wrist.
And then she went with... Well, but switching gears about engagements, Miss Sabrina Parr and Lamar Odom, and he went on Wendy. Who's
he did an interview with Wendy Williams, and just outed everything. Mm-hmm. But that's one thing I respect about Lamar.
Yeah,
he keeps it real. He keeps it real about the Kardashians. He kept it real about Chloe.
He sure did.
And about this Sabrina girl.
He sure did. So Tristan been around the block. Thompson, allegedly.
No, it ain't allegedly. Tristan Thomas has been around the block about... Thompson? Mm-hmm. What did I say? Thompson. Mm-hmm. He been around the block about 50 times. Mm-hmm. He done had his dick...
Larsa,
he done had the eggplant
Jordan.
In everybody.
But let's talk... But in Tristan's defense, He has money.
Yes.
He's not ugly.
No.
And that body is clickety clout.
Yes. But why would you mess with the same girls that run in the same circles?
I mean, look at them. They're not ugly because Jordan is.
What's the you said Larsa Pippen?
I mean, she's Scottie Pippen's wife.
Okay, but she said she brought him to a party that Kim Kardashian was having, and she
With
said,
Khloe, yeah.
Yes, and she said a couple of weeks later, Khloe was with him.
Yeah, on a vacation. They actually went on vacation. I think she said they went on vacation after that.
Okay, so what is, that's just confusing to me. That's whatever. Because she said they were dated. They went on a couple of dates with each other. She brought him to one of the Kardashians' parties.
And the next thing she knows.
Next thing she saw that she was with Tristan, but she said she didn't think anything of it because it wasn't a serious relationship.
Well, okay. And that's true. But also, just to get us up to speed, she just actually did an interview with Hollywood Unlocked, Jason Lee, where she said that the rules in L.A. are different from the rules in Miami. Like, in Miami, she was like, you do not talk to anyone's exes. But in L.A., it's different. And clearly for the Kardashians, it's different because Khloe, this is not the first time Khloe has done this. She was dating, she was friends with Trina and then started dating French Montana. And then, of course, Kylie started dating Tyga after Black China. So they're not, new to this. So let me just say this.
I say fuck the rules in Miami and fuck the rules in L.A. It's the girl rule handbook. Why would you go date somebody? I literally brought you to a party. You see this man that I'm dating.
Right.
So the next time I see you, you don't give me a heads up or anything. You're with him.
Yep.
You have a baby with him. Karma is a bitch.
Yeah. And then you see how they drag Jordan. So I think that's very funny. And I think that's what Larsa was trying to hint at without actually saying, that I introduced you to Tristan. You came and you're at a party. You introduced Jordan to Tristan, and you're calling the kettle black. Like, that's the same thing.
Right.
But for Lamar, I just wanted to say, Sabrina did come out and make a statement. I don't know if it's the Tamara Hall show, but she basically was like, she's not addressing anything that Lamar said. She said whatever his platform is, she's going to let him run with it. So people are basically like, so you fucked Tristan. Thank you for letting us know that.
I mean, and if she did, she did. But that just shows that Khloe even stated, like, on a new in last season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, that she wants to have another baby by Tristan because she doesn't want to have babies by multiple men. She wants all her babies to be by one man, and she and Tristan are talking about having working on their second baby.
Right. Okay. So we're gonna let that play out, and we're gonna see how that's gonna. Oh, we can't even watch it play out on the Kardashians. Okay, we're just gonna see how that play out. Good luck to you, Khloe. And I forgot the first baby name. But yeah. So that's
true.
True. That is true. So switching gears. Mr. Justin Timberlake. Mr. Little Too Late.
He's too late.
Too late.
Too late. How many years?
50.
Like, he's too late.
I don't know. I mean, okay. So I feel like it's double-sided. Like, you have, okay, sir, you're too late. But on the other end, at least he acknowledged where he's wrong.
Because of the pressure that was put on him.
But if you remember way back in the Super Bowl, the pressure was laid on him when it was coming about Janet, because he literally threw her under the bus. The pressure had been on.
About the nipple slip.
Right, about the nipple slip. He basically told her, that's all Janet. I don't have anything to do with that. I was following directions. It's not on me. So even when he said that, the pressure was on top of his head. He never said anything. He hid behind, I feel like he just hid behind his record label and misogyny, because he can do that. The woman is always the easier one to blame.
I feel like Justin Timberlake, he apologized now because he's irrelevant, and he just wants something to make him relevant and have him in the blogs right now.
Oh, Jesus.
And that's the only reason why he apologized, because who's looking for Justin?
Sorry, JT.
Nobody.
I'm not.
And that's why he apologized. He wants to be relevant right now.
That would, he would definitely make the news for that.
Yeah, he will make.
Oh, he is. Look, we're talking about him.
He's
Congratulations.
making the news right now because nobody was talking about Justin.
Right.
The documentary about Brittney Spears came out.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
And now he wants to apologize to Janet Janet happened way before
It
that.
did.
So, like, he's just trying to be relevant right now because nobody's talking about him. He has no music. He has no movies. And he has nothing.
Well, he just has a new baby.
He has a new baby on the way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was already,
okay.
it was already
like,
born.
It's like you're irrelevant and you're trying to be relevant and you're trying to apologize to
gain
women
clout.
years later for clout. Sorry, Justin. I'm not buying it. You're cut. You're canceled.
Well, that's that on that. I mean, I love JT, but
No,
I
don't like the way he did that.
I don't like the way he did that.
It's not genuine.
And well, speaking of,
because if it was genuine, he would have did it at the time
that
these things happened.
Or I feel like even if it was genuine, I feel like instead of releasing, because of the type of sensitivity and how long it's progressed, I feel like he should have done something recorded with his actual face so we can hear his voice and see his facial expressions versus something written down that really he didn't have to write. He could have had his publicist write, which would have been extremely unpersonal.
I don't.
But that's a good point. I never thought about that. That is a good way to make the blogs because
that's
no one is checking for JT.
Clout. It's because nobody's checking for him.
Well, speaking of JT and Brittney Spears, what did you think about the documentary? Because I feel like I really feel bad for Brittney. I feel like at the time, the paparazzi, the way that they swarmed her, we've never seen anything like that, and she had to adjust. I know that I probably would have shaved my head off too. Like, leave me alone. Like, I can't fart, I can't eat, I can't drive, I can't drink, I can't do anything without you guys in my nostrils.
Yeah. I never want to be that famous.
Yeah, never.
Because you can't do anything.
You can't do anything.
Okay, so I have mixed emotions about this. Yeah, I'm torn between this because she is Brittney Spears. She's an icon.
We love you,
She
Brittney.
can go anywhere anywhere in the world, and you will know who Brittney Spears
absolutely.
is. I feel like when she came out, it was the era of the paparazzi because it was the Paris Hiltons, it was the Lindsay Lohans, it was all that. So the paparazzi was like,
and the boy bands,
and these photographers were saying in a documentary they were literally making $1 million
per photo.
Yep. Per photo. And that's why they were swarming her and doing all this stuff. So I do feel bad for her because of her fame and her talent or whatever she has that people are gravitating
No. Play with her like that now. Put some respect on Miss Spears.
Gravitating to her because of that, and she has to face the backlash. Now, in the beginning, she liked it.
Yes. Because it wasn't obsessive. Like they weren't.
It was obsessive.
They were sworn. You think so?
It was obsessive.
Okay.
It was obsessive from the very beginning.
Okay.
And she didn't have a problem with it. She would talk to him. She would smile to him. It was hey. And I think she probably had a mental break.
Right.
Because Kevin Federline.
Right.
And her 2 kids.
Was it a mental break or was she just going through? She was going through something, she had to go through it in the public. And they never, even when she asked, like, can you guys chill? They never chill. And the more damaging the photo was, the more money they made. So they want to catch her in unflattering lights, doing unflattering things. I don't think as a celebrity you sign up for stuff like that. Like there has to be a line.
Nowadays, when you're a celebrity, because of stuff that happened with Lindsay Lohan, the blueprint for those girls. The Kim Kardashians, you said that she used to call the paparazzi and tell her where she was because she liked all that attention. Right. I think nowadays when you go to certain places, when you do certain things, you know that paparazzi is going to be there.
Absolutely.
And celebrities even tip off the paparazzi so they can be there. Because you don't know.
Because you can make the blogs. Yeah.
We don't know what Halle Berry's doing because she's actually the one who helped pass that law that paparazzi can't.
But that goes back to the point I was making. Like, there were no, like, paparazzi today, back then, there were no rules. Like, they had full range. Like, they're in your bushes. They're on your property. Like, there was nothing to protect Brittney. So I feel like people called her, like, they did. They dragged her in the media. Dragged her.
But I feel like if I'm being harassed, if I'm being stalked, if I'm being photographed for everything that I do, and I know I'm not, if I'm going through something mentally, personally, I'm not going outside.
I mean, but how are you gonna stay inside? You got 2 kids. You're fat. You're battling with your ex.
But you're rich.
I mean, more money, more problems.
We don't hear nothing about what's going on with Beyonce and Jay-Z unless she released it in an album.
That's true. I mean, well,
like these celebrities, they know where to go, where the paparazzi is. They know where to go. Like, if you don't want to be in that limelight, if you don't want to go, if you like it, you're going to go to those places where you know
you'll be seen.
You're going to go be seen, and you're going to be in the blogs, and you're going to be so and so.
I agree.
And that's just what it is. Back then, because it was
it was brand
it was brand new icon, $1 million for a picture. 100 of paparazzis come and take this picture.
Swarming.
So it could have been very overwhelming for her, and her ex-husband at the time was trying to take full custody of her children. So I really do think she
why? For the check. But anyway, for the check.
He got with her because of the check. He was a background dancer.
He was. Yeah. But what about her dad? I don't think about the conservatorship?
Yes.
I feel like Brittney should have some say in, well, at first I was like, the dad has the best interest, but as you watch it, it's kind of like he's just there for greed. And then a story came out about how she had a curfew, and I don't understand how you have a curfew going on a date in your late 30s.
When I watched the documentary, I was like, "Where's the mother?"
I don't know.
Where's the mom?
I don't know where her mom is.
They was basically saying that the dad wasn't involved. He really wasn't there.
in the beginning, but I think they said that because the dad was working. I think the dad was working to provide the money so Brittney could go on the she could go to the auditions and keep up with the talent agents and things like that. But I don't think he was ever involved, like, as far as, I think he was always like, this is going to be my meal ticket, and that's how, and I think that's where we are right now. And Brittney's trying to not have him have so much control over her estate because she is Brittney Spears.
And the conservatorship has been denied.
Yeah, they said they're going to keep it the same, so
they're going to keep it, so he's still
free
in
Brittney.
Charge. Yeah, he is still in charge of over all her engagements, her performances,
her money,
everything, which I think is sad because she's in her late 30s, 40s.
I do.
She can't even have say so over what she does, like her own life, like, and that's sad.
It is sad.
But some of the stuff that she does on Instagram is questionable.
I think she does normal stuff. I think the way that it's recorded, I think the way that she's conversing with us, it's like, Brittney, are you okay? But what she's talking about is not weird, like dancing and stuff. It's not, the content is not weird. It's the way that she's conveying it. It's like, you okay? Like, why is your hot? Okay, I mean, people's houses burned down. It's a fire.
Why do you have?
She forgot about it. She forgot about it.
No.
It's easy. She forgot about it.
But I do like Brittney Spears. I do think she came into the era where paparazzi, because this was before the cell phone.
Absolutely.
And everything was caught on the cell phone.
Coming about the cell phone.
Coming about the cell phone, and everything was being caught on like the cell phone, and it was all about the paparazzi. And if I was a paparazzi, I'd be writing that bitch's face.
I'll be right there with my camera. You said $1 million.
$1 million.
I need
She's
that.
shaving her head up. I'm right there. So I do, like, I understand, but her and her personal space and everything, like, I do.
Yeah, there has to be a limit.
I have sympathy for her.
Yes.
But when you sign up to be a celebrity, you have to know, like,
certain things.
You are not going to have any privacy.
Yeah.
You're not. So you need.
Or you have to. Well, not only that, I don't think you don't have any privacy. You have to establish that privacy right out the door. Like with Brittney, because it was new, they swarmed her, so they didn't give her a chance to be like, hey, these are my boundaries, because they didn't care, and there were no rules.
Yeah.
So they could do like they literally had full range to harass her 24/7 from the time she woke up and drove off her property to the time she came home. Cameras are flashing.
Yeah, but
that's too much.
There are laws now, but. Even still, celebrities know where they can and cannot go.
Agree.
These celebrities have $100 million homes.
Yes.
With movie theaters, bowling alleys, all this shit in it. You really don't have to leave your house.
Who wants to be in prison? I mean, we're on quarantine, and I ain't got all that, and I still don't want to be in my house.
But okay, you still can't go anywhere, but you have everything in your house. So why go outside?
I mean, that's true. So still with documentaries. Miss Wendy Williams. How you doing? How you doing? Kevin, you're disgusting.
He's so disgusting.
He is so disgusting.
So apparently, for half of their marriage, he was cheating on his wife with this girl. He had a whole relationship with this girl that he had a baby with.
And I just want to tell the girl, we don't even know your name.
I don't
Sweetheart,
know your name.
you never, ever, keep your legs closed to marry men. It never works out well. It never works out well. Disgusting. And that's coming from a single female. I would never. Ugh.
That is like so.
I know, I hate to be so
sad.
judgy, but
Like
a married man? Like, girl, respect yourself.
She came in and how she got her fame, and I love the show. I love the documentary.
I do, yeah.
And how she came about, because she said she was all about the because of course we didn't have Instagram, we didn't have all that. So she would gather all the magazines, all the gossip magazines, and go
talk
through
about the juice.
And like on the Breakfast Club, you have your two men, and she was the girl. Yeah. And she would talk about the juice, and people loved it. Like, they want to know what the celebrities are doing. It's something that regular people like us are enamored. Tea. Yeah, we are enamored of how rich people still got problems.
Period.
They still got shit to deal with on an everyday basis, even though you're rich as hell. And they go. And
you can have whatever you want, and y'all still have drama.
And y'all still have drama.
And good drama.
Right. and that's why we're sitting here talking about it.
Right.
And it's so sad that this woman has built a whole empire, and her husband has taken advantage of her. She even said in her documentary that she went to the house. The house was bigger than the house that they had together.
With a pool, right?
With a pool in the backyard.
With the mistress?
With the mistress.
So I just want to, now Wendy, I just want to give you props because, baby girl, I mean, I ain't never been married, but I'm just saying, I can only imagine sis would have got drowned. And then homeboy would have got drowned in the same pool. And I would have sitting on the side smoking a cigarette like, oh yeah, go ahead and get their bodies in there. Because I'm done.
Yeah, she said the only thing that she did, and she was aware of this cheating scandal the whole time. She said the only thing that she did was spray paint the garage saying Wendy and Kevin forever, and she super glued the mailbox shut.
Girl, you should have super glued his balls to his ass. What are you talking about?
No, Gorilla glued.
He should have Gorilla glued his balls.
They would have had to chop his balls off.
No. They should have she should have super glued the mistress and him together at the hip, since y'all want to be together tight like glue.
Ain't nothing good gonna come out of that.
At all. And she already know. And Kevin, we seen you with your little grill that you bought with Wendy's money. It's giving very much midlife crisis. Go to hell.
And from the documentary, you can tell that he was very controlling.
Of course.
Very controlling. And
why would he let someone get to his money bag?
Yeah, very controlling, and dealing with her cocaine issue. Mm-hmm. She said he knew about it, but really didn't push the issue for her to, like, you need to stop. Try to get her help with her drug addiction.
To get her clean.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure it was easier to control. I'm pretty sure it's easier to control a drug addict and their money. So I'm pretty sure he was like, as long as we keep it under wraps, and you can still go to work and perform, then she was being a functioning addict.
She was a functioning addict, and she not being clear-headed. Mm-hmm. She's making all this money coming in, and her husband, she's like.
But it's cheaper. But even when it's men, it's cheaper to keep her or him. It's cheaper to keep him.
But I mean, she had evidence that
he was cheating
on her, so she could have been divorced him.
Yeah. But why was
longer than when she?
But you gotta take Kevin Jr. I'm pretty sure she took it to her son's account.
I think she took it into her. Yeah. I think she thought about her son.
Because a lot of women do that. They hold on until the kid is out of the house, and they be like, "Now nigga, I was just dealing with your sorry ass till our kids left."
Yeah.
So. I do want to harp on, because it is February, we can get into some of the birthdays that already happened.
Okay.
We have Miss Kelly Rowland.
Hey, Kelly.
Hey, girl, hey. We have, we have, sorry, let me get down here. We have, who else? Miss Sandra Bland for Black History Month.
Oh, Sandra, rest in peace, baby.
Oh, my gosh, you guys. So TMZ just reported that Nicki Minaj's father, Robert Minaj, is that how you say it? Mirage, was killed in a hit-and-run accident on TMZ.
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
What in the world?
No, literally, like, hot off the presses. He was 64 years old. So TMZ says Nicki Minaj's father, Robert Minaj, has died after being struck in a hit-and-run accident, TMZ has learned. Nassau County Police in New York say he was walking on the road between Roslyn Road and Raft Avenue Friday evening around 6 p.m. Eastern Time when he was hit by a vehicle heading northbound. Cops say the driver then fled the scene without a meaningful description from witnesses. Robert was taken to an area hospital in critical condition where he succumbed to his injuries and passed away over the weekend. The homicide squad is investigating the case and asking for the public's help in identifying the responsible party.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
That is some fucked up shit.
That is like...
Oh my God! Like she just
Nicki,
had a
first
baby.
of all,
she got married. She just had a baby, and now this.
I got good one. First of all, you know we love Nicki.
We are
Sis
some
Was
Nicki
Good.
fans.
We are Queen Nicki.
Yes,
okay.
Nicki fans.
We are so sorry to hear
Oh
that,
my
Nicki.
God, that
They're
is-
not gonna get away with it. I was like, you
This
hit
camera's
Nicki Minaj.
everywhere. This camera, that is so depressing. Oh my God!
I don't even know what we were even talking about before that. That kind of threw
Wendy,
me off.
but that it was like that's breaking news that Nicki Minaj dad died
Father,
in a
Robert.
hit and run. So was he walking or was
Yeah,
he?
they said he was walking and he was struck by a vehicle and the vehicle fled. Hit and run. That's criminal.
Wow, that is just like crazy.
Absolutely.
We
So
are
Nicki,
so sorry for your loss, Nicki.
we send our condolences.
Oh my God, like I kind of teared up a little bit.
That is terrible.
Oh wow, goodness, that's
Well, I know.
horrible.
Well, I was talking about
would feel
birthdays, but
like-
now I'm like,
I
don't
know,
want to talk
like,
about that
what in
anymore.
the world? That's crazy as hell.
Well, we'll keep you guys posted. You can pay attention to our Sis Was Good blog page on
Yeah.
IG,
Yeah.
and we'll give you further updates
And we'll
as
keep
we
you
know
updated.
them.
Yeah, we would definitely keep
We
you
are
updated.
so sorry to hear that, Nicki.
Wow.
Well, we were talking about Sandra Bland. Happy birthday, sis.
Okay.
Yeah, Black
Okay.
History Month. You know, she was, it was her birthday. She turned 34. If everyone remembers, she was in police custody and she passed away, and it's still some mystery surrounding that. But happy birthday, sis. Oh, and then Miss Carisha from Young Miami.
She went all out for her birthday.
When I tell you I love me some Carisha, she said, because she turned 27, and she said she was trying to, she flew out to Jamaica, and she said she was trying to.
Jamaica, yes.
Sis said that she was trying to come 27 times in 27 positions.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cheers to that.
It's a birthday.
Oh, it's Valentine's Day. Can we do that tonight?
I'm like, did you record that? Can we see that? Is that too much?
Oh my God.
So
Okay.
happy birthday to Miss Carisha.
Mm-hmm.
Who else birthday was? Miss Brandy Norwood. It was her birthday, and they just redropped Cinderella on Disney Plus.
Yes.
The Black Cinderella. So she wasn't the first Black Cinderella, but and I didn't, and I know
Who
I
was
should
the
have.
first Black Cinderella?
I know I should have researched this. I didn't. But I was on Instagram and somebody showed another black lady. It was like an old black and white photo, and she did have on like a Cinderella dress. I guess she was the first one that was technically Cinderella, but Brandy was more on a platform.
Yeah, she was more famous. Okay.
And not only was she Black Cinderella, her love interest was, I don't want to get it wrong, was he Filipino or Korean? The prince on Cinderella. Because you remember, Whoopi Goldberg was her black mother, and then her dad was white. I know, I don't remember either. Forgive us.
They tried
I know
to make
he
it
was.
multi-racial
They did, and we
all
love
that
it.
stuff,
And we love it. So that just dropped on Disney Plus. If you guys have not watched it with your kids,
is on. Is the full? Because I saw the making of it is on YouTube. Has the actual movie dropped yet?
Yeah, well, they re-released it. Yeah, they already re-released it on Disney. I think this happened last week. Okay. And I'm not sure where the medley is, but I know she did remake the song like 27 years later, and she looks the exact same. Like, she looks
good.
great.
She looks amazing.
She looks awesome.
She looks amazing.
I'm trying to think what other birthdays they are. Oh, on a more personal tip from Sis Was Good, our friend Koyon Jackson. Happy birthday, sis!
Happy birthday!
Yeah, we love you, our Aquarius sister. And then my daughter, Michaela, she turned 13.
Oh my God. You have a whole teenager.
I have an entire teenager. Pray for me.
You have a teenager.
No, she's really not. I know everyone says that. She's really not that bad. Like, my oldest is really, I couldn't ask for a better child. Yeah. Like, she's well behaved. She listens. She got a stank attitude. But, I mean, it is what it is. It is all girls. But, like, when people be like, oh, girls are harder than boys, I don't have boys, but I don't see that. Like, my daughter is she gives me no trouble.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
So, yeah, that's her birthday. Let me see who else had a birthday so far. I think that's it so far.
I'm pretty sure so many people had birthdays.
Yeah, but this it is a lot of Aquarius season. I mean, we're gonna let you all Aquarius finish, but it's really Pisces season. Okay, shout out Pisces.
Shout out Taurus.
Yeah, I think that was it for the birthdays. Oh, and I almost forgot Stormy. Kylie's daughter. Stormy turned 2.
2?
Did she turn 2? Or was it 3?
Maybe.
I'm so sorry, Stormy.
3.
I think it's 2. I don't know. Happy birthdays. Happy birthday, Stormy. Okay, so we have to, even though she's not our favorite, I want to talk about Miss Cardi B and her new song Up.
Okay.
Allegedly, she ain't make that from scratch. We have heard similar beats from an artist out of Philly, and I mean I heard it. It sounded like. It does sound alike. And, you know, she went on this whole rampage about, you know, I shouldn't say rampage, but she went on a Twitter spree. And she was just letting us know that, you know, she doesn't steal. And if someone were to have attributed anything artistic to the song, she would have gave credit and gave money where money was due. So, but it's still up there and stuck there.
Oh, okay.
That it wasn't her original song. I mean, everybody. I think everybody knows Cardi doesn't write, so I kind of think that it.
Write her own music.
I could see where whoever was in charge of it, could have got inspiration from that song because they're very similar. They are very similar. Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
And even in the song, she says, I think the part where they were like, broke niggas don't deserve kitty. I know that's right. So allegedly, I know that's right is Saweetie's tagline, right?
Okay.
So there's some type of drama brewing on Instagram and Twitter that allegedly Cardi B and her sister Hennessy are calling out Saweetie for Saweetie allegedly being shady, posting a video talking about natural beauty without a filter. And we all know that Cardi B has done something to her face. We don't exactly know what it is, but she's altered her face some way. And so the fans were attacking her about, you know, not looking good in a certain shot. Her own fans, or what she say, the haters. The haters were attacking her about how her face looked outside of the video. And basically her and her sister were coming to her own defense, like, this is how I look, you guys are haters. But then her sister went a little further to insinuate that she would slap the crap out of anybody, like, basically who has something to say. And
her sister Hennessy, she
does always have something to say.
She always has something to say.
But the fans are basically trying to link Cardi B and Saweetie having beef. And Saweetie is so unproblematic.
Saweetie. She don't give a fuck.
She really doesn't. She's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. She's doing her thing right now. She doesn't care.
Like, she literally, like, Saweetie has a whole page and video for her purses. Like, she doesn't, like, she's unbothered. I don't even know why Hennessy
Cardi B or her sister.
I mean, but
she's unbothered.
That's allegedly. There's some Saweetie Cardi. I wouldn't care either because who. So moving past that drama in that music, so Erica Dixon, I believe, or is that Love and Hip Hop? Erica, the rapper who does the Busit challenge, who everyone compares to Meg.
She's not from Love and Hip Hop.
No. Erica Dixon is. I'm trying to figure out if her last name is Dixon or if Erica Dixon is the one from Love and Hip Hop. Remember the one who had the baby with Scrappy?
Okay, I don't know.
The daughter? Okay, anyways, scratch that. Back to Erica. So I know her first name's Erica. We're talking about Erica, the rapper, who people say emulates Meg, but I don't think she emulates Meg. They're both from the same city. So they have the same.
They probably correlate them because they were the same record label.
Oh, you know what? That is true. Eva.
1051 or something.
Not Eva. That. What's her name? From Evelyn. Evelyn's ex. The one who played Carl Crawford.
Yes.
And he has the record.
Baseball player.
Correct. Yes, so he started the record label. So Erica is signed to him. She had the famous Busit challenge.
Right.
Of course, people are going to go back to the depths of hell and pick up any tweet that you made about anybody else.
Yep.
And they resurfaced tweets where basically Erica was saying, you know, Saweetie is cute and she doesn't need to rap. She should just stick to modeling and things like that. And I'm just like, did she lie?
But let me just say something.
Did she lie? Did she lie?
Okay, so on Saweetie's,
and I love Saweetie.
I love Saweetie too. But her latest music, I like it. Like her collaboration
with Doja KKK Cat. The one who was in the chat room talking about nappy hair and
I haven't
Negroes?
heard that song. I heard the song with.
Oh, she got a song called Best Friend with Doja KKK Cat.
Okay, not Best Friend.
Okay.
I'm not. I
You don't have that? Okay.
The one with Janae Aiko. I love that song.
What? I haven't heard it. Okay. Oh, that's her.
That's her.
Oh, I pull up on the club best dressed. Okay.
Yeah, that's her.
Okay.
That's her.
Okay. I didn't know that was her. I do like that. That's catchy.
Yeah, because we would call her the.
But in all fairness, though, that is more Janae Aiko vibe. That's not really Saweetie.
But I mean, it's Saweetie's song featuring Janae.
It is. I'm sorry, Saweetie. I put some respect on it.
I feel like artists grow.
Yeah.
We did have Saweetie. She was the sample queen.
She was.
She sampled a lot of songs, I think the last couple of songs she was original, and she's collaborated with some really high profile. Celebrities, and Janae Aiko, she's nominated for a Grammy off of her last album. So, and I love me some Janae.
Janae is that big.
Oh, I love me some Janae, girl. Hey sis, what's good?
But let's also even keep in focus that Saweetie is as big as he is because of how she looks. Because it's not really. I mean, because if we're really honest with ourselves, and it's no hate, because I do love Saweetie, but she got where she got because of her looks. She's not a rapper.
I don't think it's because of her looks. I think it's because of who she's with.
Oh, don't do that. Because she was coming up before Quavo. But you know what? That's true. No, Quavo. Okay, so no, let's not do that. Because Saweetie did have to work to get to where she was to even be in a circle to meet Quavo. I do think that once she met Quavo, he lit that match and she took off. She became a household name. But I wouldn't say that Quavo made her.
I think she's still relevant because of him.
That I will give you that. That is fair to say. But I don't I don't want you to put her hard work off on him a man. That's not fair.
I'm not trying to discredit any rappers, artists, actors, actresses for their artistry. But I do believe that when you get with a high-profile celebrity, it takes you to another level.
Karrueche, Amber Rose, Black China.
It doesn't matter what your talent is.
That's
it doesn't matter what you do.
Ari.
You can suck, and because of who you're with, it will take you to the next level.
That is
Even though she had her one hit, the sample song,
Oh, I see.
I said,
Faders want to fight me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good song, but
it was.
I don't think it would have took her to the level that she is now.
Without Quavo behind her.
Without Quavo.
I know I hate saying that, though, because Saweetie did work hard to get where she is.
She's a beautiful girl. I love her personality.
Gorgeous girl.
Her content is good.
She's very relatable.
Yes, very relatable. But I don't think she would be as big as she is now if it wasn't for Quavo.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to say.
I agree.
And I think because she is with Quavo, he's probably teaching her and mentoring her. Mm-hmm. And that's a good thing.
And introducing her to people.
Yeah, mm-hmm. And because like her last couple of singles, I fuck with them. Yeah. Because when I heard the song, I didn't even know who sung it. I noticed Janae's
My Hood Best Dress.
I knew her voice, but when I Shazammed it, I was like,
not Shazam.
When I Shazammed, I was like, this is Saweetie? I was like, oh, Saweetie, okay. I was like, okay. Like, I see her. I see her growth. I see it. So, yeah, I commend her. I love her. I love her growth from where she's come from. Yeah. I love it. And she's doing it the right way. And she also did an interview where she said that when she grew up in a household where her parents really didn't show affection, and she's with Quavo.
And Quavo is teaching her that,
and he's actually showing her love. And it's just a beautiful thing.
I'm gonna say, girl, it's the Quavo really be giving the energy. It's the energy, and he lets her be her. He let her do her whatever she wants.
He lets her be her. He lets her do her own thing, and I just love that about their relationship.
They are so cute.
And I love the woman that she has that she's becoming and where she's gonna go. So, Saweetie, we are here for you, honey.
God, it's me again. It's me. I'm on the line.
Let's talk about
how
something.
many voicemail messages have I left?
I want to talk about Lil Uzi Vert.
We can't get into the music before we talk about him. All right, go ahead.
What's wrong with him?
Girl, I know. JT, sis, I know JT, bring it in. I know you. Did he tell you about this? And he said it's how much?
It was what?
24 mil?
24 mil? It was expensive.
But then he had the picture with the. I honestly don't have anything to say about that. His name is Lucifer. What do you? His name is Lucifer. He's 5'4".
That's what his name is.
Yeah, like Lil Uzi Vert, Lucifer. Lil Uzi Vert. Like if you break it down, it's supposed to mean Lucifer. Lil Uzi Vert, Lucifer. It's somewhere in there. Google it. That's what I heard. Yeah. So, because you remember when he first came out, he was all about like worshiping the devil. You don't remember he used to have the cross upside down on the back of his stages? Yeah, it was all. Well,
I'm not a Uzi Vert fan, so I don't know.
I stay on the gram. I don't really check on Uzi, but it made the news. I feel like he did that to, it's kind of like a Marilyn Manson type shock.
Ooh.
Because if someone is satanic and they have upside down crosses, everybody's going to report that.
I didn't know that.
That's going to be all over the news.
I'm not a fan of him, so I don't follow him like that. But I didn't know that.
Yeah, but this was
when he first came out.
This was way back.
I mean, when he said all his friends are dead.
Well, when he says that, he talking about money.
I mean, but he was talking about money.
Yeah, he talking about like Benjamin Franklin, like the dollar bills.
Because that was our song for my bachelorette party.
Yeah, no, he's definitely talking about money. All his friends are dead because Ben Frank is dead and is dead dead presidents. All my friends are dead.
Okay.
I keep her hip.
Okay, she just give me hip because I don't know.
Period.
I didn't even know what is up.
It's up.
I didn't even know what that meant.
It's okay. I know. It's all right.
Okay.
So, what do you? I don't have nothing to say about the diamond. It's in his forehead. It is what it is. He better not. Nobody better run up on him.
Shoot him for a pink diamond in his fucking forehead.
But how? They would have to like literally cut that out, wouldn't they?
They wouldn't have to cut that. They can just snatch that shit out.
Snatch it out?
Snatch it out. They can snatch that shit out. What the fuck? Why one day?
They can snatch it right out his forehead. Like,
why not?
Boop.
It's a big ass diamond.
I don't know, but it's embedded. I don't know. It's making my butt hurt. Let's talk about something else. I don't know. Well, since we're on Uzi and the music, I just want to shout out my girl Asian Doll. Asian Doll girl, I love you. Okay? So for those who don't know, Asian Doll is a rapper. She used to be called Asian. I don't know if she's Asian Doll or Asian the Brat. She was signed to Gucci. She was dating King Von. King Von was shot outside of a club in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And since then, she had to like regroup. She got a chain made. She got a tattoo. And she just dropped a new song with visuals called None of That Shit. And I just want her to chart because I think it's long overdue and she has bars. And I love you, Asian.
What was this drama she had with Megan Thee Stallion and the City Girls and?
So I honestly think that was just a misunderstanding. I think that Asian came to Meg's defense, and when the situation was reversed, Meg was quiet, and Asian is like a hothead, so she's automatically going to be like at your neck. And Meg even said that, like, Asian, we're better than this, we're real friends. And JT hopped in, but I think it was just squash. Like, I think like us females, we were like, what? Oh, don't do that. And then we talk about it later, and yeah. So check out her new single, None of That Shit. Period. I think it's actually on the intro when you come in. So check that out.
Okay. Let's talk about the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I didn't
watch the Super Bowl.
Who played? Oh no, Tom Brady. Tom Brady and
the Bucks
and a black quarterback.
Tampa Bay Bucks, right?
Tampa Bay Bucks? No, I think that's basketball.
Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
And
but the Bucks is Minnesota. No. Wait.
No, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay. And Tom Brady is with the Patriots.
No, he's not with the Patriots. He left the Patriots. He's with the Buccaneers now.
What?
Yes, he left the Patriots.
Oh.
And he's with the Buccaneers now.
Okay, so who did they play? Who did they play?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs. Okay,
what
so
city is that?
Chiefs.
Kansas City.
Oh, okay. So Kansas City. So Tom Brady plays for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they played against the Chiefs. The Chiefs are the one who have the African American football player, right? I mean quarterback. Wasn't it quarterback? No. Yes.
Mahomes.
Who?
Pat Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes. Shout out Pat Mahomes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But of course, Tom Brady don't lose anything but his wife. So, boom. Number 7 ring,
But
he
his
won.
wife, what you mean? She's still with him, Giselle?
No, I'm talking about before that. You don't know he cheated on his wife to get with that girl. That's old news. That's old tea.
Okay. So anyway, this man, so I don't keep up with football. My
Yeah.
husband's a huge football fan.
Yeah.
And basically he was telling me like when he was a Patriots, like he was like the golden boy, whatever.
Yes, he
when
was.
He got
He's Tom
with the
Brady.
Buccaneers, like he was fucking up and stuff. So I was like,
Shut up, he was.
he was fucking up.
I did not
like
know
he kept
that.
getting sacked.
Oh, you know,
and
that's why they was
passing,
talking so much. Oh, interceptions.
And interceptions and shit. So I was surprised that they even made it to the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
And won.
And I think that's ring number 7. You got to put some respect on
and
that.
it's just like Tom Brady. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Who has more than 7 rings?
I don't know.
Does
but,
anybody?
But
think
the thing about it is that wasn't even what made like Black Twitter. It was the
celebration.
Show.
Oh, girl, The Weeknd had me. I didn't even watch the halftime show.
I don't know what this
what was he
concept
doing
with this album. I don't know what he's trying to do.
So
when he did his face, like it was all like.
So from my understanding, I don't really keep up, but what I think The Weeknd is doing is he's basically trying to show the progression of fame and what it will do to you. Like he started out, he started as an artist, then he fixed his face. Now
he really did fix his face?
No. It's prosthetics. But that's what I'm saying. But that's the story. It's like Lemonade. Like, you know how she made a visual album? I think that's what The Weeknd's doing. Like, he's making, I don't want to call it I don't know what to call it, but he's basically making a physical album. Like, what he's singing about, he's actually emulating, like, in the press, like, in his image. Like, getting the reconstructive surgery, because that's what you do. Like, as you see in Cardi B, as soon as people get fame, they immediately start trying to tweak and fix and become this perfection of a person that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure how the performance played into that, but there's so many memes off of it. Memes off of it. Even ours, the one about looking for your mom in the grocery store, period. That's facts.
But even famous people were giving their critiques about it, and everybody hated it.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Maybe we didn't get. I think it's because I didn't get the concept. I didn't understand what was happening. So I'm like, he's lost. No, he's not lost. There's a mic. What's going on? I don't know.
And then he had people on the field with the face wraps and stuff. And it was
yeah. I don't know.
I don't know what it was, but a lot of people were not thrilled about the halftime show because for Super Bowl, that's the thing.
Exactly.
That's what I look for.
Right. And the commercials.
And that's what I look for for the Super Bowl. It's the commercials and a halftime show. And I didn't watch either. I didn't watch Super Bowl. I didn't watch the halftime show. I was at work. But when I was streaming through my Instagram, all I seen was these memes. I was like, what the fuck?
What's going on? Yeah.
Like, what's going on? I'm like, dang.
But I do want to touch on Drake's State Farm commercial. I don't get what it wasn't funny. I didn't like it.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was a State Farm commercial, and it was Drake. Like, it's gonna sell because it's Drake, but it was just like, anyway, yeah. I didn't get it. It was a little disappointing. I didn't get it.
Did you see any of the commercials?
I only saw State Farm. I don't watch. I mean, I know everyone's gonna, everyone watch football, but I'm still with Colin Kaepernick, even though I know he run his case and they gave him his money, but that man is still blackballed. And once I stopped watching it, I didn't miss it, so I don't watch it anymore. Like, football is just not in my repertoire.
I really
it's not.
Haven't been into.
It is what it is.
It is bad, and I've dated some football players. I'm just not really into it.
Yeah, do you still have their numbers?
I don't know what the hell's going on, but it's whatever.
I do want to talk about, let's switch gears. I do want to talk about the breakups that have been going on. So, just to add a little bit of tea, of course, last time we talked about Dr. Dre and his wife.
Yes.
So, it's not allegedly, girl. Everybody done see the video. April Jones. Come on, girl. It's a come up. It's a bag. I see you from Little Fizzle
But
Pop.
is it really a come up?
It is.
He is not going to put her on the wheel.
Listen to what I'm saying.
You know.
Monique.
This nigga, Dr. Dre he got 9 toes and then suffered an aneurysm. Do you really think
Listen.
she's going on that wheel?
Listen to what I'm saying. Do you think that April Jones is trying to marry Dr. Dre, or do you think April, who owns her own wine line, who owns several businesses, is not going to use this publicity from Dr. Dre? Did you check how much money he made last year?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Okay,
He's
so
loaded.
like literally, he's on the forefront of a scandal. Monique Slaughter from Love and Hip Hop, Little Fizz baby mama, came out and said that they've been dating for a while. She clearly was not trying to be hidden. Like, they're not hiding it because they went out where they knew, like you said, where they knew there were going to be paparazzi. She was photographed looking good. That stomach is flat. Okay, because everyone gonna say what they say, but April looks good. I don't know how that's not a come up. I mean, you went from Little Fizz, and I love Little Fizz. Like 13-year-old me, love Little Fizz. You went from Little Fizzle Pop to Dr. Dre. No, that's what they say online. They call him Little Fizzle Pop.
They call him Little
They call him Little Fizzle Pop. I'm sorry, Little Fizz. I don't even know your real name, but I love you the old Little Fizz, like with the twist and a sweatband. Yeah, him. But yeah, so she is dating Dr. Dre. That's a come up.
I mean, it is.
I'm pretty sure Omarion don't feel no type of way about it because he is.
He don't care.
Oh my God, Omarion, you is God.
What nothing April.
Omarion is a God's gift. Do you
nothing.
see him? That is a handsome man.
I wonder who's dating him. I'll be frustrated with him. Like, do you hear me talking to you? Do you care about anything?
No, he'd be like, peace and love. I'm just here for peace and love.
He'll get on my nerves. I'm like,
he is so fine. But yeah, so that's a breakup. And then, of course, Miss Yellowbone. Hey, Danleigh, girl.
Girl, Danleigh.
So, Danleigh.
Danleigh. Let me. She got on my motherfucking nerves when she put it out on blast that she was dating DaBaby.
I mean, blasting
it. It was like you doing too much, sis.
But not only that,
it was doing too much.
But it was days from when he was just with his baby mother Mimi. So that's what it was kind of like. I mean, from my point of view, of course we don't know them, but it just looks like Mimi told DaBaby, and DaBaby was like, okay, fine. I'm about to get a female. How I know I can get a female by getting another female and putting her on a nationwide platform for everyone to see. And just like Danleigh, she ate that shit up. She ate that up.
I was getting so sick of it. I was like, girl, and he like. It was I was like, you doing too much.
Right.
Like, are you that desperate?
She drops a snippet of the song, which clearly she can say whatever she wants. It was shading his baby mother Mimi. She drops the song. 2 weeks later, she comes out with a statement that says she's single. The next hour, DaBaby is posting a reel on IG of India Love doing a little TikTok dance to his song Masterpiece, and he's looking for a date for Valentine's Day, whoever does it. And Danleigh is pregnant. And
he has 1,000 women to choose from.
Period. And also, just to add too, if you go look at his Instagram for the last week, he's definitely been at home with his kids.
So he's with the baby mama?
So allegedly. And then Mimi actually posted to her story, everyone's asking like, where'd that nigga go? She was like, we stuck like Gorilla Glue. I
need to give you some Gorilla Glue.
You got Gorilla Glue. You got Gorilla Glue.
We're gonna be stuck like Chuck.
Look, people were, railroading Mimi like, oh, it's giving pick me. It's if a nigga know where home is. But basically, he can just do whatever he wants, and then you take him back, type thing.
I think a lot of baby mamas do that, especially when the baby daddy is famous.
This true. I mean, speaking from experience, I think it's just more when you do have that kid in your mind, you want it to be a solid you want to be a solid union, and sometimes you want to be in one household and you want to be united for your kids. So yes, sometimes baby mamas will put up with a little bit more because we have that idea in our head and we want to make it happen. But also too, Mimi doesn't strike me as somebody who is just going to sit around. You know what I mean? I think that she allows the baby to see his daughter, and I think she does her. I don't think she is too. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, we don't know them, but I don't think she's too caught up on what the baby does because I feel like that whole Danleigh was a get back for something that she said or did. Because if he has the upper hand, they weren't. And she says all the time, like, my kids are a blessing from God. Like, she's not all into she subs every now and then because people come on her page and harass her. I would say some stuff too, like, get off my page.
Yeah.
I can say what I want.
Yeah.
So that's the breakup, Miss Lil Yellowbone. We hope that, you're doing well and you can find someone who Yellowbone is what he wants because it's not the baby. All right.
Okay, so on Breakups, Karrueche and Victor Cruz.
Yes. I
wasn't
didn't see it
expecting
coming.
that. But I did hear on the radio on the way from home that they would FaceTime each other, like, their, like, FaceTime activity would be, like, over, like, 15 hours a day.
Yeah, because of COVID. I don't know.
That is unhealthy. I don't need to FaceTime you 15 hours a day if we're in a relationship.
Maybe that's why they're not together anymore.
Clearly. I want to know the real reason why they're not together.
I know, because it's
really
very...
they really didn't come out and say, like, why.
Which I like.
It's good. Like, don't put your business...
Right.
It is good. Like,
They're very private.
Very private. I love them as a couple. They was a very cute couple.
You know who's going to be ringing her phone, right?
Chris
Breezy. He couldn't wait.
You already know.
He in the rafters, like...
Girl. He loved that girl.
You see his baby mama? I'm like, if you want a Karrueche again, just say that.
He has a type.
Not black.
Chris Brown, definitely.
Not black.
No, he dated Rihanna.
Okay.
He dated Rihanna.
I mean, okay, he has a certain shade. All right. So
there we go. That's on another episode.
That's facts. Karrueche.
Okay, so yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was a very cute couple, but if you had to FaceTime your man at least 15 hours a day, so I'm going shopping with you, I'm cooking with you, I'm taking a shower, I'm doing all this. What's the point?
Well, I think maybe that's just because it was Corona. Because maybe they were together 15 hours a day regularly. No? I mean, that's a thought. Maybe, maybe because they were always, I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. Maybe they were together all that time anyway. So now that they have to be separate, they just make up for it with being on the phone. I didn't say it was normal. I just said maybe that's what they do.
I guess. But I like Karrueche. I do.
I definitely thought they were going to get married. I want to see her happy.
I didn't think the marriage part was going to happen.
Oh, wow.
It did. But I like them together. I did like them together.
Well,
because he was with the girl off of the reality TV show.
Mm-hmm.
He has a baby mama. I forgot what reality.
Victor Cruz has a baby mama?
Yes. And she was talking pure shit about him.
Okay, let's look. With
the girl we used to go to school with.
Oh, Ashley.
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about, hold on. You're talking about, it was Ashley, it was Danielle, not Danielle.
And it was his baby mama on there.
Was on the show.
She was talking pure shit about him.
Okay, hold on. Wags. So his baby mama was on the show talking pure shit about his ass. Okay.
And then a couple of years later, he ends up with Karrueche.
Oh,
so
wow.
Maybe there's just a trend there. So I didn't see marriage,
right?
But I did think they were a cute couple, and they did stay out. They stayed out of the limelight. They kept their business private. It wasn't like when Karrueche was with Chris Brown, and every time they had an issue or every time they had a disagreement,
it's out in the open.
Just laid out in the open. I feel like even though we're bloggers and we have like a podcast, like it's good for us, but don't put your business in the street like that. Especially when it comes to relationships, it's like it's nobody's fucking business.
Because if you put it in the street, says we're gonna repost it,
we're gonna repost it and we'll talk about it.
And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. That's a cat.
What does a lamb make?
Mad.
You just said it again.
No, mad.
Bad.
You said meow. No, that's Mary had a little
I need to go back
kitty.
to
Okay, so well, back to Victor Cruz. Well, his baby mama's name is Ilana Watley, and their daughter is 8.5 years old. Her name is Kennedy. Oh, hey girl.
Okay,
So yeah, I don't remember her being on Wags. I was a huge fan of Wags. I'm really not sure why that show got canceled.
Me either.
But
I liked Wags too.
But yeah, they were learning to co-parent. Yeah, Victor and Carucci. That's unfortunate, but
yeah.
that's the way the cookie crumbled. At least it wasn't Valentine's Day. Or through a text message. It could have been cruddy.
We don't know the details though.
We don't know. Carucci, hit our line. Okay.
This was good.
So speaking of loss and breaking up, Funkmaster Flex said he done broke up some fat in his stomach with lipo and it was putting everybody else on blast. What you think?
He put everybody else on blast?
Allegedly. Yes, he said Drake. Who else did he say got lipo? Yeah, like I thought that was known. I mean, okay, so let's hold on.
He named people?
Let's run it back. Yes. So, but you know how Funk Master Flex is. Like, he tried to leave it out there and be like, oh, I thought everybody knew. Like, you know you dry. Shut your ex fat ass up. You know you was dry snitching.
Okay, so let's just take it back. So now you men out here getting liposuction, getting your 6-packs.
Okay, edge it in.
So why y'all be putting us women down so much? Why we got, what is that man's, is it Kevin?
Who?
That man that I do not like.
Oh, Mr. Kevin Samuels. Hey, boo.
Hey, bitch ass nigga.
Oh. But he is divorced twice. Allegedly.
Bitch ass nigga.
Allegedly.
Hey, but you had these men criticizing these women on how they look on Instagram, but you see them in person, it's like.
But to be, because you have to pay devil's advocate. To be totally fair in Mr. Samuel's defense, he rips the women like he rips the men. He told a guy, he asked him, he said, you got a big dick? And he was like, well, he said, I'm trying to hear, do you got a big dick? He's like, so
Kevin Samuel has a little dick.
He may. That may be true. He said, well, according to him, he got big dick. I'm just saying. Well, that's what he said. So the guy called in and he was like, you got a little dick? Oh, you know you got it. He's like, so let me get this straight. He's like, you don't got no money. He's like, you don't got no place to stay, and you got a little dick. And he started laughing. So in Kevin Samuels, he does not have any regards, male, female. I do feel like he has some sort of mommy issues because he really digs deep into black women. But
so women,
I digress.
That's why I don't understand. And I did have this conversation with you.
Yeah.
About Kevin Samuels. That he really goes in on women. And so he rated Beyonce a 8.
Yep. Kelly a 9 and Rihanna a 10.
And Rihanna a 10.
Yes. Look. I mean, that's my. Who said Rihanna? I feel like Rihanna a 10. Is he wrong?
Who are you to rate anyone?
If
I feel like I'm a motherfucking 20.
Period.
I'm a motherfucking 20. But who are you to tell me that I'm a 8, my nigga? I'm a 20, okay?
Wow.
Let me just tell you something, Mr. Kevin Samuels. And can we get him on live?
Zoom it in.
You can zoom in. I don't care, Mr. Kevin
so
Samuels.
He can get it. Sir.
You can never tell me that I'm not worth what I think I'm worth. You can never tell me that I'm not something that I think I am. You can never tell me something that I am. Okay, honey? I'm a 6-figure bitch in this motherfucking hole right here, okay? I don't think I'm a 10. I don't think I'm an 8. I don't think I'm a 5, bitch. I think I'm 100, okay? Period, okay? I'm a happily married woman. I'm married to a 6-figure man, and another man is not going to tell me I cannot have a 6-figure man because of the way that I look.
So can I just want
So you can take this.
I want to interject.
Okay? And stuff it up your ass because I don't give a fuck what you say. You tear down women like you have no say-so on what women do. Who are you? Are you their daddy? Are you their mama? shut the fuck up. And that's what I had to say to you. And you can DM me. We can have this conversation in person, honey. I would be glad to. Because a man who tells out a woman like that, you a bitch-ass nigga. And that's all I had to say to you, Mr. Kevin Samuels. You can at me at @siswhat'sgood_ or at Miss A. DaCosta Brown. Thank you, and that's all I had to say on that.
Well, let's cool her off. I'm just going to play devil's advocate right here, because that's what I'm here for. So, you are a happily married woman, and Mr. Samuel speaks to single women. Now, if you were single,
I would have the same
Mr. Samuels would say that, well, you don't have no kids, so that's a plus. But your age, he would probably be like, you're getting up there. I'm just telling you. Well, no, I'm just saying, like, if you were to come to him and he were to ask you, I don't think he would tell you. I think he would tell you that you are a woman that could get a six figure man because you have no kids and because of the way that you keep yourself together and you're in shape and the way your body is shaped. I don't think he would. I think he is. Just from my listening, I'm not saying that he does not bash women, because he does bash women. I do feel like he's extremely harsh when it comes to women, especially black women, especially women with children. But there is underlining truths to what he's saying. I do feel like when it comes to men, when he says, like, a man does not want a woman bigger than him, I don't think that's bashing. I think that that's the truth. Don't get me wrong, even if you are a larger size, that doesn't mean that a man is not going to love you. But because of your size, you do exclude yourself from high earners, because high earners they want slimmer women. That's all. Now, is it right? No, but that's the truth of the matter. I feel like he tells the truth. He tells the truth sometimes. I feel like sometimes he's attacking, but there is underlining truth to what he's saying. I didn't say he wasn't a bitch ass nigga, and I didn't say, and he's not married, so I don't really know. I mean, but he's a man, so he speaks from men's perspective. And I do feel like a lot of men won't tell the truth because of how us women are, because we are, like, when it comes to our bodies, we can't help the way that we're shaped. You know what I mean? Like, of course, like having children, but the actual body shape, you can't help. But there is a body shape that's praised. So the men with money are going to go to the women who have that body shape or who are slim in nature. And I think that's the point he was trying to drive home.
But my thing is, at the end of the day, the way I'm shaped doesn't matter. If I look like this and I'm shaped like that, what is my personality? What can I bring to the table as a woman? Now, listen. What can I bring to my husband?
No, that's true.
What potential can I bring to the man that I want to marry? Besides the way that I look and the way my body is shaped.
Now, but in that case, you are right. But I think he's more talking about when when I first enter a room, when a man first comes into a room, he's not going to know that you're a registered nurse and you have three masters. He's going to look at you. And when he walks into a room, men who are high earners, who know they got that bag, who can pull who they want, any girl who is of what they perceive as a larger proportion, she's going to be automatically ruled out. And I think that's what he's saying. And even when it comes down to older women and women with children, he's not saying you can't get it, but you're competing with girls who are half your age with no kids, who are 20 pounds smaller than you.
Let me tell you something.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying I understand as a single woman, and being realistic, I understand what he's saying. I'm not saying he doesn't bash. I'm not saying it's not harsh, and I'm not saying that you can't get that high earner, but you have to understand men with money, like Tristan Thompson or Drake, are extremely superficial, and that's just an extreme example.
I agree with that, but I feel like it should be coming from a man, because growing up, like, my appearance was, like, my mother, she was huge on appearance. Like, she made sure my hair was on point. Like, the way I dressed, the way I looked, everything. But it came from a woman.
Right.
It came from a woman. Not my dad. It came from a woman.
But why? But that's it. And I think you have to go to that, too. But why? Like, why did your mother instill in you how, you understand what I'm saying? Like, if you really dig, like, she wanted you to make sure your hair was done, your nails was done. She makes sure she talked to you about staying in shape and being slim, because she knows that is what is going to appeal to a man. And I get what you're saying. Like, it's easier to digest when it's coming from a female, but the truth is still the truth. And I think that's why people have such a hard time receiving it, because I get offended too, especially when he talks about single mothers. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get me a man. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna tell me. But but it's the truth. You cut your dating pool in half. The older you are, the more children you have, the more weight you have as a woman. You cut your dating pool in half, because the man, at the end of the day, a man can have 7 kids. If he's worth $6 million, tell the truth. What woman is really worried about a man having 7 kids when he's worth $7 million? Okay,
but we're not talking about figures. We're talking about, he's talking about 6 figures.
Okay, 6 figures with 2 kids. He can basically, okay. But the point I'm trying to make is, at the end of the day, a man can substitute children in age for money. Women, we are literally seen as, the older you get, the less value you have. And that's not right. But that's how it's seen in society by high earners. And I think that's what he's, to bring it back to, I don't even know what we're talking about, girl. We just went off on a whole tangent.
I don't remember what, but Kevin Samuels, let's have a personal talk, because I have some issues with a man tearing a woman down and really grading these beautiful women as 7s and 8s.
Yeah. I mean, we it is what it is. That's a whole new topic.
And it's really personal opinion. Like, my husband probably would think Beyonce is whatever, but he thinks I'm the most beautiful woman in the world because that's my husband. So that's a personal.
That's what we was talking about. Kim Samuel, you had some plastic surgery before? Because that's what we was talking about. We was talking about men cutting their stomachs up, and then we just got totally off track.
So the double standard.
Correct.
That's what we're talking about, double standard.
Yes.
So you men hold these women to a higher standard. You want us to have these big lips and these cheekbones, these hips and these ass and shit, but you out here getting liposuction.
And not saying nothing about it.
And not saying nothing about it. Not saying nothing about it. So you could be fat as fuck. You could be whatever you look like, but you want us to look like something. But you guys are really going out and getting liposuction.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just like,
there's nothing wrong with it. It shouldn't be so but why
taboo.
you being so you being taboo and being so judgmental on the women that you want when you look a certain type of way, and have to go get the same procedures that women get just to look like a certain prototype
that body type that we're looking for.
That you want.
We're gonna leave them on that note, because it's literally February, and like I said, I feel like we're in December, sis.
This year has been, like last year, 2020 moved so fucking slow.
But did you see the calendar on IG? So January was the riots, February was Guerrilla Girl, and we just gotta tune in for March, sis, because we don't know what's gonna happen.
We don't know what's gonna happen. This year is moving so fast. I felt like 2020 was moving in slow motion.
Yeah.
And
we were in the house.
2021 is it's like bam, 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 bam.
But I do have a question. Biden, where my check at?
I want to know.
I need my stimulus check. Yeah.
I need my stimulus.
I need my stimulus.
Because that $600 that just paid for this wig.
First of all, they y'all doing something in Congress. I need y'all to go ahead and get it together, put the stamp on it, and go ahead and send out the checks.
Send out the checks. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I do have another. We can end it on this note. Okay.
Yes.
So, being a healthcare professional, this COVID vaccine. Okay. I'm going to just say it, okay? So, being a healthcare professional, I have said it.
Mm-hmm. What about the vaccine?
Okay, yes, about the vaccine. I have said it on our live before that I'm not going to get it because there hasn't been enough research on it.
Right.
I have nurses who are Caucasian and African American who have gotten the vaccine and has had adverse effects to it. And people who have had the vaccine, you can get COVID again. There's no research, and it has not been out long enough for you to know if you can be actually prevented from getting COVID again. People have gotten the vaccine, gotten COVID, and died. I just want to say that.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so I think
wash your hands.
Yes.
Double mask if you're going to be around people. And wash your ass.
Yeah, and I say you just need to watch because China they were just locked down for what 3-4 months,
and they didn't
have a
free.
vaccine.
Yep.
So what
Stay
is this
safe.
vaccine? I think it's just a money ploy
absolutely.
issue. So just do your research, sis.
Stay safe.
Yeah, so that's what we have. That's what we have for now.
And we see y'all. We see y'all in about a week, 2 weeks.
A week or 2 weeks. We're gonna see y'all again. Thank you for tuning in to Sis What's Good. We appreciate all you guys.
We love y'all.
Yes, we love you guys so much. Happy Valentine's Day.
Make sure you like on our YouTube, subscribe, follow on Instagram, Sis What's Good _
Yes, our content on Sis What's Good, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it'll have you laughing. DM us.
We give you the info. We give you the tea. We have you laughing. We give you
the Black History facts.
We give you everything.
Everything you need.
And we do it for you guys because we for the people.
Period.
For the people. So thank you guys for tuning into this episode. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes. And it's what?
Up. It's up. And it's stuck. So we'll see you next time on Sis.
What's good?
Bye, guys. We love you.
Y'all.